Hey there, it's Jay. It's time for another video, and this time we're going to talk a little bit about how Cloud Shell is working with a lot of the changes that you might be hearing between TypeScript and PowerScript, and you might also hear like there's Bash. Let's talk about this for just a quick second. When you bring up an Azure Cloud Shell, you're given the option to use two different types of environments. There's Bash, and it's just straight up Bash. As you can see, you get a Bash shell, and you're able to use Bash to do things like standard scripting or parsing through files, do things like you might want to just do some simple administration. And then we've got obviously PowerShell, and let's move over to PowerShell. And while that's happening, PowerShell is a really great tool for open source management, obviously, of your administration of your Windows servers or Linux servers. It's open source. It'll work on a number of different places. And so you might have heard that TypeScript is becoming more and more popular as well. But let's look a little bit more about TypeScript and think about it as less of a tool for system administration and more of a tool for building applications. So it's very, very powerful, and it doesn't make you think of Windows first as we did with PowerShell. And as you can see here in the Cloud Shell, we get a standard PowerShell just like we would in a Windows server. But the PowerShell that we have here is for administration of our Azure environment, just like the Bash shell. So don't think about these things as, oh, well, TypeScript, how is that replacing PowerShell? It's a different type of usage, and I believe that if you get the most out of Cloud Shell, it will be for actually doing administration and modification, manipulation of resources, so like AZ group list or AZ VM list, things like that, making use of this, or writing, say, I've got some Bash scripts that I've written here, and you can also write PowerShell scripts. Let's see, I have in here demo. Let's go in there and cat access Kates. So what I did here was I wanted to be able to create a service principal, and I wanted to do it in a programmatic way so that I can reuse this little bit of code. So it's not like we're building code that's going to be run on web servers. This is just for system administration, and by using it within Cloud Shell, we have one less system we actually have to manage. So no need for Bastion or say an admin server. Do it all from right here. So that's just a little bit about what's the difference between TypeScript and PowerShell scripting and Bash scripting in the Azure Cloud Shell. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're always available on Twitter at Azure Advocates, or you can find me at JDestro. Thanks a lot, and keep using Azure. As you know, Azure has a free demo, Azure free $200. I'll make sure that the video has a link to this, but you can get free $200 worth of credit and 12 months worth of service. So if you want to start learning how to use Azure and get started with the Cloud Shell, you can do it right here. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.